Insomniac, you're on the air.
Hey, Dave. My husband's snoring again. I tried those nose strips, but they don't work.
Have you tried earplugs? No, seriously. Have him checked out for sleep apnea. Insomniac, you're on the air.
Hey, Dave, you catch the Eagles game?
Unfortunately. Insomniac, you're on the air.
Hello, Dave. Maybe you can help me. I can't sleep. My mind is constantly racing. I can't clear my head. It's like I'm having this nightmare, but I'm awake. It sounds crazy.
No, actually. It sounds like my first marriage. This is what I do. Go out and take a walk. Sometimes the night air just relaxes me.
Thanks, Dave.
Insomniac, you're on the air.
Hey, Dave. First time. Long time.
Hey, man, thanks.
I'm calling about the lady with the husband who snores. You're right. He should get checked out. I have sleep apnea. It could be dangerous.
Yeah, I totally agree. Thanks, man. Insomniac, you're on the air.
I just called about the Eagles game.
Hey, sorry, guy. I'm from New York. I'm a Giants fan.
What are you doing in Philly?
Good question. It's midnight. People are sleeping all warm and fuzzy in their cozy beds. Not us. We're wide awake, staring at the alarm clock, waiting. It's going to be another long night. This is Insomniac. I'm Dave Burrows. I'm here to listen. You might as well call. What else are you going to do? Sleep? Insomniac, you're on the air.
Hello, Dave. I called about 2 weeks ago. You probably don't remember that. I just wanted you to know that I followed your advice.
I'm glad it helped.
Something happened while I was out walking. I thought you might want to know about it.
Sure, why not?
There was this girl just leaving her class, and she looked really young, almost too young to be in college, you know. So we talked for a few minutes, and I could tell she was afraid, so I thought I'd offer and escort her home.
Yeah, well, you can't be too safe. There's a lot of creeps in this city.
That's exactly what I told her, Dave.
So, you walked her home.
She only lived a few blocks away, and when we got to her apartment, she invited me in for some coffee. We sat and we talked for a while. I can't even remember what we talked about. And she took off her sweater slowly. She had on a really tight shirt. I couldn't stop staring at her breasts. And I think she wanted me to, because she saw me watching and she didn't say anything, so. Do you like toe rings, Dave?
I used to until I took up jogging. They really killed my feet.
You're a funny guy, Dave.
I'm assuming there's a point to this story, right?
I'm sorry. The only reason I mentioned it was because I noticed she had one on when I tied her foot to the bed. It was shaped like a butterfly. I thought it was sexy.
Wait a second. I remember you.
Well, I didn't get to thank you, Dave. I'm enjoying my little walks at night.
Are you still having the nightmares?
It's funny you should ask, 'cause I'm having one right now. But they're not the same as before. They're stronger, more vivid. It's hard to explain. I'm not watching the nightmare anymore. I'm a living, willing participant in a dream that I can't control. And the longer I stay awake, the more the nightmare becomes reality. I can't even say for certain that this conversation is actually taking place. It's like being trapped inside my own mind. But thanks to you, I found a way out, and I can finally sleep again. So thank you.
Listen, I'm sorry. I forgot your name.
You know, I can't believe the garbage these kids listen to these days.
Where are you? Is she there? Put her on the phone.
I'm sorry, Dave. She's unable to come to the phone right now. So, anyway, the reason I called you was to personally thank you for all of your help. Then it finally dawned on me. I shouldn't be keeping all of this to myself. No, that's just being selfish on my part. So I decided to make you a partner.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dave, just sit back, relax.
Listen, at first, I thought this was funny. And I'll tell you, now you're just going too far. All right, that's enough.
Are you still there, Dave? I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, not as much as I did, of course.
Listen, I'll admit, I appreciate a good prank call. God knows I've done some sick ones in my time. But you just crossed a line, pal.
What? You don't believe me? You think I'm joking? You think this is a joke? You think I'm some high school kid with acne jerking off in my parents' basement? You think I have nothing better to do with my life than to call you in the middle of the goddamn night and tell you some sick, perverted story just to get off? Is that what you think?
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what I think.
Well, I don't know what to say, Dave. I'm really disappointed. I thought you would appreciate all this, what I've done for you. I tried to do something nice and repay you.
Buddy, I don't know what the hell you're trying to say, but this conversation is over.
You really have no idea, do you? 2 weeks ago, I was at the end of my rope. You told me to take a walk, to get some air, to clear my head. So I did that. And I met this girl. She was out walking her dog, and I couldn't control myself. And the next thing I know, I'm waking up in my bed. My sheets are bloody. It's not my blood, Dave. I have no idea what happened. But then I realize I'm awake. And I feel the best I've ever felt in my goddamn life.
This is Insomniac. We'll be right back.
What the hell was that? What do we do now? Do we call the cops?
Okay, Steve. Call 911. What are you gonna say? We don't know anything.
The sun is rising. People wake up, rested. Alarm clocks go off all over the city. Kids go to school. People go to work. It's a brand new day. Not for us. We're still awake. Our eyelids are heavy, but we can't shut them. So we just lie in our beds and stare at the ceiling. We hear the noises around us. The sounds of people living normal lives, but that's not for us. Our lives are anything but normal. And so, we just sit and wait for the sun to set. Until then, I'm Dave Burrows, and this is Insomniac.
Why don't you go home? You look like crap. I can finish up here.
I can't get that call out of my head.
Don't worry about it. Like you said, it was probably a prank.
And what if it wasn't? What if it was real? What if 2 innocent girls are dead because I talked some psycho into killing them?
Go home. Get some sleep. If anything happens, I'll call you.
David Burrows.
Yeah?
I'm Detective Harris. I'm with the Philadelphia PD. I'm investigating a murder that happened this morning around Temple University. I was hoping to ask you a few questions. Is it okay if we go up to your studio?
Sure. It's upstairs, 5th floor.
I gotta admit, I'm kind of a fan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
You like the show?
I do. You're a funny guy, Dave.